At family dinner, my sister mocked my daughter's hearing aid. My dad said, "It's just a joke. Lighten up." I stayed quiet, but my husband stood up. Without a word, he showed them the door. When they discovered the next morning, my sister pointed across the dinner table at my 6-year-old daughter and asked, "What is that thing on her ear?" Lily's hand flew up to her new hearing aid, pale blue, 3 weeks old. She had been touching it all week, checking it was still there. She had picked a yellow cardigan for dinner because she said it made the blue look like a tiny piece of sky. "It's her hearing aid," I said. "She has hearing loss. It helps her hear us." Brooke tilted her head like she was studying a broken appliance. "It looks like some kind of robot attachment." Her own kids stared at their plates. My mother dabbed her lips with a napkin. "That's unfortunate. Have you considered something less visible? Children can be cruel. So can adults," my husband Aaron muttered. My father set down his fork. "Don't make this uncomfortable." Brooke lifted her glass. "I'm only asking questions. Everyone is so sensitive now." "She was excited to show you," I said. "Well, she showed us. You can't exactly miss it." Lily's fingers froze around her water glass. Then Brooke leaned toward her wine and said it, just loud enough. Maybe that's why Robot Girl doesn't talk much. The equipment doesn't work right. The hearing aid did exactly what it was built to do. It caught every cruel word and delivered it to my daughter with perfect clarity. Lily's chin trembled. A tear dropped onto her yellow cardigan. "That's enough," Aaron said. My father raised a hand. "Calm down. It's just a joke. Lighten up, Emma. You've always been too sensitive." Aaron stood so fast his chair scraped the floor. He didn't yell. He didn't say a single word of argument. He walked to the front door, opened it to the cold rain, and pointed outside. "Out!" Brooke laughed. "You're throwing us out? This is Mom and Dad's." She stopped. "Because it wasn't. It was my house, my dining room, my table. My parents sold their big place years ago. They just never stopped acting like they owned every room they entered. Family doesn't humiliate a child," Aaron said. My father stood up, red-faced. "This will have consequences." He was looking at me, not at Brooke. "Good," I said. "There should be consequences." My mother paused at the door. "You'll regret turning against your own family." Then they were gone. The house went so quiet I could hear the refrigerator humming. Lily lifted her head from my shoulder. Did I do something bad? Something inside me went very still. That night, after she fell asleep, I sat in my office and opened a spreadsheet I had kept for 6 years. Row after row, payment after payment. Private school tuition for Brooke's kids. $92,000 a year, paid through an education trust she thinks our grandfather created. He didn't. I did. My parents' country club dues, Dad's luxury car lease, Mom's fancy doctors that insurance won't touch, my brother Mark's business loan. He believes the bank slipped him into some special hardship program. There is no program. There's just me, quietly covering $5,000 a month while he lectures me about success at dinner. The total at the bottom of the screen, just over $2 million. Not one of them ever asked where the money came from. They assumed Dad's investments were doing well. They assumed Mark charmed the bank. They decided long ago that I was the family failure, the sensitive one, the one who drives an old car and shops at regular stores. They never once bothered to look up my name. If they had, they would have found EchoBridge Medical, one of the biggest hearing device companies in the country. Went public 2 years ago, valued at $2 billion. Founder and CEO, me. My sister mocked a little girl's hearing aid in front of the woman who built an empire making them, and my father called it a joke. Aaron leaned in the doorway. "You're sure?" I looked at 6 years of payments. 6 years of quietly buying a family that laughed while my daughter cried. I should have done this years ago. I moved the cursor to the first scheduled transfer. The tuition, cancel. The club, the car lease. The doctors, Mark's loan, cancel, 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 cancel. 6 years of secret payments, erased in 30 seconds. By morning, their perfect lives would start falling apart one bill at a time, and not one of them knew it was me. Full story on channel, link below.